Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Tom, A.K. Nostradamus. Nostradamus. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning. Pretty boring day in the market last time I checked. You know what they say, never short a dull market. I don't know what, Peter in the house. Long time no see. I was thinking about you. Wondering if you're going to be around. You said you're going to be around more, but I just want to know, like, fantasy football's around the corner. XRP 100, easy 100. You are sipping Kool-Aid. You're on paint. Hell yeah. You gonna be in the league again this year? A little too early to talk about fantasy football, but dun dun dun. You're gonna play? You don't got the same cockiness you had last year. Last year, I'm gonna crush y'all. I don't even remember who won. Who won? Was it Jason? I think Jason won, if I remember correctly. Fifi Baggins. He shows up today. We can ask him. I'm pretty sure it was him. You should have won. You're one of those delusional fantasy football players. All right. Get into the stock market. We have the S&P up 17, the NASDAQ up 107. Bitcoin Cash is down, aka the futures, about 900. Casey Trade's acting up. I hate it when it does this. It's gonna cause me to have a seizure. See this down here on the lower left? It's because they wrote this shit in Java, I think. I'm gonna have a seizure. Volatility down 3 cents. Nothing much going on there. Bonds up 4 ticks, but bonds are down. You know what they say? Bonds go down, rates go up. Bonds are in the 112 handle, bro. And you think we're gonna have rate cuts? They might have to increase rates. This keeps up. Okay, F you and you're paying for your ad block. Let's advertise an ad blocker. Ondo. A little bit of Ondo is doing good. First thing I saw on my screen. What was I going to look at? I was going to look at bonds. Yep, that's not looking like we're going to cut rates, guys. Bonds don't get too much lower historically. Might be time to long some bonds, if anything. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. We're going to go to TLT. We've got a lot of cash in the IRA, free cash. We got some cash in the small account. I was going to name my video today Silver Platters. I shit silver platters. And this is free money, as the cool kids say. Volatility, it doesn't matter too much because it matters some, but I'm going to do a put spread. I'm going to go 37 days out. 84.79. What's that going to give us? Oh, it's too hard to tell. What the? That doesn't look like 69 cents. That's not good. I want this to be around $1.60, bro. $1. You gotta go in the money. Still can't do it. We'll do 85. You gotta just go thinner, I guess. We'll do 86. 83. We'll get 1/3 the width to strike. This isn't even really. Oh, come on, Tasty Trade. So I'm just gonna do 2. I was gonna do 5. But that can be like a $1,000 loss if I'm wrong. Oh, this stupid program, bro. All right, so I'm looking to make $50. No, I'm looking to make $100. 50% profit. 74% chance. Boring ass trade. I'm not gonna do it. I should, but I'm not gonna. TLT 8578. I wonder if I'll remember that because I want to check back in on that. All right, Coinbase doing really well. Still 260. Looks like it's found a new level for now. I don't know when the buying starts. Is that like at the end of a quarter? I expect this one to continue to bleed up. That's at 338. This one, man, I'm sad that I don't own this one. I wanted crypto to get really high and Coinbase to get really high so I could sell and this be really cheap. But them stars didn't align. This one is going to be a monster. Politics and people are whatever, dude. Like that's a buying opportunity because the robots, oof, they're gonna make so much money off robots. Plus all the other shit they make money off. They're gonna make a ton of money off robo taxis. They're gonna make a ton of money off full self driving. Guess what? You buy a robo taxi, you're gonna have to pay for fucking full self driving. I don't know if you factored that math in. Whether it's a monthly prescription where they'll make more money over time and easy to predict revenue. Line your ducks up in a row and buy 10 robo taxis and just send them off Like if I were gonna do it, he's yeah, you can get a car and send it off to go pay itself off. And the problem is I don't want a bunch of assholes in my car. So I would have 10 cars doing that and one car for myself not doing that. Except going up a little bit. I got Metaplanet on here. This one's coming back down a little bit, not a lot. Gold down $60, silver down 56 cents. And at $63. Let's go, baby. The IRA is up $18,000 year to date. We were down $80,000 at one point, thanks to Liberation Day. Coinbase is cooling its jets a little. Is the stock market crashing? E-mini S&P down 5. E-mini S&P only up 5 and NASDAQ only up 40. So it's been cut in half. I don't know what's going on here. The 950 reversal. Sometimes there used to be a phenomenon. I don't know if there still is. The 950 Eastern time reversal. I don't know if it's still a philosophy, but a lot of people think that the first half hour and the last half hour are the only time to trade the markets. I don't know. Was there some news today? Retail sales tomorrow. AMD announced a stock buyback. I think they're up big. I recommended this one recently. Silver platters. I was recommending this one in the 90s and the 80s. What's it doing right now? 120. VDS, same thing. I was recommending this one in the 90s. Anytime this gets around 100, it's a buy. What's it doing now? 133. Silver platters. Robinhood, I was pounding the table in the 20s and 30s. Pounding the table. I take that back. Not the 20s, but the 30s. No, I think I did want to buy it at like 20 and I didn't. But I still bought it at 30. That was a massive silver platter. Just handed to you. You want a silver platter right now? Bro, good luck. I don't shit silver platters when the barber's telling you to buy shit. I shit silver platters when everyone's panicking. Meta 656. 10% from all-time highs. This is a decent one. This is a good solid one to have in your portfolio. AI play, advertising play, and all that. Everyone thinks Facebook, but Facebook still makes Instagram a lot of money off ads. And they're a big AI play. Costco's getting kind of cheap. This one can be interesting going into Christmas. Netflix, I don't understand this one. Netflix is garbage. Netflix is easily my least watched streaming service. Their shows suck. And this thing is just on a rocket ship. Man, are they just because they're getting a lot of people in China and India or something? Jimmy, $28. There you go, Ricky. And that's about it. Get into crypto. Total crypto market cap 3.3. Bitcoin dominant 62.5. Still down, go downward trend, downward dog. Bitcoin market cap 2.06 trillion. Bitcoin 1037, just been kind of hanging around this fib. And this fib goes back to the last all-time high. This is an alpha line that should be on an alpha report. 103114, major Fibonacci, long-term Fibonacci support and resistance. Above the 20, 50, 200 and bull market support band on the daily. And it's struggling. Finding support so far. Finding support, which is good at the fib. All these other lines people are talking about, ignore them. We can't hold this fib. Next stop, 98,000. What's going to cause the 98,000 Bitcoin? I don't really see anything happening that's going to cause the markets to crash other than the loose cannon of Trump. He wakes up and wasn't able to get his quarter pounder, his 8 quarter pounder, 7 large fry, and 32 root beer drink lunch. Ironically, due to tariffs, screwing up the supply chain because the potatoes and beef came from China. And he gets pissed off and he ratchets, yeah, up this. I'm too much fentanyl. I'm going to undo the agreement with China because I want to manipulate the stock market. How do you like them apples, Diane? Dirty Diana. So this market wants to rip. And Trump recently did say this is a great time to buy stocks. I don't know. Should presidents say that? What if he's wrong? What if it wasn't a great time to buy stocks? The stock market wants to go to new all-time highs. Crypto really wants it. I will say though, the word on the street from the great Tom Sosnoff, the great Tom Sauce Grande, retail interest on crypto is pretty low right now. So we need to get the retailers going. Right now, they're more in the stock market. But it won't take a whole lot to shift the tides, you know. The E-mini S&P is a measly 4% from all-time highs. The NASDAQ is 3.89%. There's nothing really crazy on the horizon, I don't think. Retail sales tomorrow, building permits, housing in Michigan, those aren't market movers. So, I don't know. There's the sell in May go away. Sell in May go away. There is no historical statistical evidence that that's true. That might have been more of a thing back in the like 80s and 90s. Well, there was no computers, no real computers, no, the volume was pretty light. You know how you got your stock market prices back in my day? In the 80s, 70s, and 80s, bro? You check the newspaper the next day. It was much more of a just, you had no choice but to play it long term. The highlight of your day was getting the newspaper and going to the business section, last page, and looking at all the stock tickers. Oh, those were good times, fun times. In high school, doing stock market challenges. I was a genius. I had the bright idea of finding a penny stock, trying to watch it explode. I didn't win. All right, Ethereum 2600, 2596. It got up to the 200, which is inverted. The 20 did cross the 50, and it is screaming up towards the 200. Bitcoin dominance fallen. If we look at the ETH BTC pair, how's that looking? This might be the bottom. We go back to 2020 bottom. There's some alpha for you guys. Put this on the alpha report. Benjamin Cohen talking about this one? Probably. Technically, it didn't reach what it did last time. So is there more room for one last? Or is the bottom in? There was a double bottom last year. So there might be one last down move. I hope not. I've been on mute. Oh my goodness, bro. Probably a long ass time. Probably a good 5 minutes, and no one said shit. You're the only one here. I might as well just shut down the stream. Oh, I didn't even look. Yeah, no, there's. Maybe it's time just to retire. This is a sad. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, I had a lot of alpha there, bro. You guys missed out on a lot of alpha. My apologies for anyone set off into set off into the sunset. Maybe I would miss it some. Maybe we just sit. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. Turn on some royalty free music. Boring ass chat today. 2 people in the house. There's more people on Rumble, but no, it's about the same. It's a boring market. Ramble time. My apologies. No Jason today. Did Jason won the fantasy football last year, right? I'll recap real quick. I was just mostly looking at the ETH BTC pair. It did hit a bottom. It looks like a double bottom, possibly. Where did my line go? Is it not? I know I put a line on here, bro. It didn't quite touch. So this could be it. I was looking at A to BTC, same thing. It almost got there. So I don't know if it got home yet. Oh, Jason is here. Yeah, I'm ready for the alpha report. Jason, he's struggling to say Jason. He needs it. I need what? Jason, you won fantasy football, right? Schmeckle? Crap report. Today. He's struggling today, Jason. Oh, got it. Yeah, it's a boring ass market, bro. At least we're not, Jason, well, that's what I thought. At least we're not broke like we used to be. I gave major alpha earlier. I gave real alpha earlier. Tap, tap, mofo. What's Casca doing? Jason's on his phone. He's server boosting. What a guy. I don't see any retro. Usually he's on Discord. Hopefully retro's okay. Tap, tap, mother fudger. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. E-mini S&P only up 4. NASDAQ only up 60. Tap, tap, motherfudger. Coinbase up 99 cents. And a bitch ain't one. A microphone check, check. Oh, Kevin McBoyle. All right. Barely made second page. Lots of opinions. Outside SMCI 20 billion data center deal in Saudi Arabia. Very little data and news. PPI tomorrow. PPI's tomorrow? I didn't see that. Markets basically unpriced all recession risk, discounting for recession. Markets basically unpriced all recession risk, discounting for recession. What does that mean? Underlying conditions keep me a 3.4 on bear. So he's bullish. Is this out of 5? No blood on the streets. Even Warren Buffett told us April event was nothing, mind you. In the heat of 2008, Buffett said buy the pain. Way overpriced pain. So Buffett really looks for true. Yeah. There was capitulation. There was a capitulation by the dip. Now, was it going to go lower? Possibly. Bitcoin 103.70. Was this going to go lower? This all hinged on, this was a manipulative tariff. If there were tariff, it got to the point where it felt like it didn't, like it had, that more, the tariffs would ratchet up or get worse. And the stock market would just go down a little or kind of hold the line, kind of go back up and then go back down. It looked like it pretty much capitulated. Now, could it have gone down more? A lot more? Yeah, of course, dude. There's no magic silver balls, but this was definitely a buy the dip type moment, in my opinion. What do I think now? Your guess is as good as mine. I've said numerous times. Yeah, the big boys do. I said numerous times I think we're going to go up a lot. And then possibly recession. Possibly a pullback. That volatility made the rich the people in the know for sure. I agree. That was most definitely happening. I was thinking about Meet Kevin this morning. He's such an infuriating douchebag, dude. Like, how much, what do you think his net worth is? And how he could justify buying a $13 million jet. You think that he's not funneling funds from like house hack and shit? We talked about TTD slowing. I don't know what that is. Let's just throw up 3 letters. Is that a stock? TTD. The trade desk. What is that? Never heard of them. Well, I must be an idiot. I've never heard of the trade desk. What is this? Some marketing platform? Why is it called the trade desk? Is this what he's talking about? Yeah. Investors? I don't know what this shit is. Maybe in 6 months everyone will be talking about the trade desk, and that was alpha. Maybe. I'll give him a maybe. We talked about Tesla 318 and the potential to bounce before a breakout. I'm surprised by the magnitude we went up. Blah, blah. 347.58. Oh, my major alpha that I can recap was a real line on Bitcoin. This long-term Fibonacci at the 103. Basically 103.200. It's support right now. That's a line. He's waxing on about 347.58 rejection on Tesla. Let's see what he's looking at. I know this isn't his technical analysis. He'll sell you a course on technical analysis, but this isn't. There is a fib at 347. No, about 348. So there's something there. There's no moving averages. It's currently struggling at 342. And one of the great things about technical analysis is you can draw some lines and make it, eventually there'll be a point on the chart where it looks like you were right. But there's nothing at 347.58. Like he's going to throw a 58-cent penny. There's absolutely, really, I mean, there's, no. Why is it? Okay, there's his 347.58 line. What's he seeing? There's nothing. That's quite possibly the worst line in the history of technical analysis. I mean, it's really close to the fib. It's possible my fibs aren't perfect. We'll try and zero in and make sure my fibs are lined up really well. Because I'll give him a long-term fib. I'll give him that if that's what we're looking at. It's possible his are just off by a couple pennies. That's the only thing we really... So I'm going to just assume the fibs are off a little bit, like a few pennies here and there. A 0.025 standard deviation on the fib between me and him. And because I have like 340... Let's see, 348.20. So I'm going to give that one a respectable line. It's close enough. What just happened to Discord? He's got a bunch of income streams. If he's 50 million, he has no business buying a $13 million jet. Isn't that what he paid for it? No business. Yesterday at 227, we called coin to rally to 244. It exceeded even that. Oh, you thought there would be continuation on a stock being added to the S&P 500. That's alpha. I want to know, like, I would have to really analyze all his videos and see what he gets wrong. It's super easy to highlight things you got right. Watch PNBK for upside momentum. I don't even know what that is. He's going old school, trying to find like gems. You know, PBM, trying to find stocks that are stock tips, like old school stock tips. The stock's hot, you've never heard of it. This Pony Bank, PNBK, Patriot. It's not really doing anything. He found a stock that was up 2 days in a row. Let's watch it for upside momentum. Okay, that's not alpha. Trailing stops at minus 7% on the QQQ continues. That's stupid. There's negative 5 points. Tim, if this holds up, it could rally onwards. What is Tim? Is he making tendies on Tim? Yeah, that one's down. Good alpha. Can rally up to 80, 85. What? This one's going to rally up to $80, $85 today? Are you out of your mind? Negative 5 points. CoreWeave can rally into earnings today. They have earnings today. They could rally. That's alpha. And they could not. Your boy Crypto Anger is doing walking. Oh my goodness. I have to see that. We're going to check that out for sure. He should do them while he's fishing, bro. That would be a power move. All right. The markets are bleeding down a little bit. E-mini S&P flat. NASDAQ up 47. Should I sell some covered calls in Coinbase and Hood? Nah, I'm feeling like this bitch wants to. I don't know. It's feeling heavy, actually, but I'm not doing shit. I was going to look at CoreWeave. What did he say? This could rally into earnings? Ooh, that's alpha, bro. Thing's been rallying. I was saying this was a buy at like 50, and I put my money where my mouth is. Let's come in with your crappy alpha 2 weeks later. Broadly, some point markets will begin to fade the enthusiasm. No clear catalyst for that yet. Yeah, so I've already given my opinion on this, and we differ here. I think the markets want to go up. They want to go to new all-time highs. The thing that's causing the issue, and here's some real alpha, are interest rates, bonds, and the Fed. That's it. That is it. We need to see a rally in the bonds. You want some real alpha meat, Kevin? Oh yeah, but the 210 spread and blah blah blah. You're not cool or smart because you keep talking about the 210s. The 210s. Stacy's mom has got it going on. This is a problem, guys. They're not cutting rates until bonds start rallying. If anything, rate increase right now. They should be doing a rate increase. Chris in the house. How you doing? Oh, did Denver win last night? They were winning. I was gonna watch the second half, but I fell asleep. I like the commercials. I usually watch about 2 seconds. Like I'll turn it to the game and it's on a commercial and I give up. Oh, the Thunder won. Hell yeah, baby. I'm rooting for Cleveland too. But Indy won that series 4-1. Wow. I didn't know the Pacers had a team this year. They lost. Hell yeah. Is this Crypto Anger taking a walk? Anyway, there's some real alpha, guys. We need to watch the bond market. This isn't. Why did you say? Why are you showing me MJ and talking about Crypto Anger? All right, this alpha is a -3 out of 10. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible alpha report. That was a waste of time. That was a waste of time report. There is very little positive to say about that report today, guys. Negative. That actually hurt you. Reading and listening to anything in this, the only decent comment was this Buffett. But how many times you got to hear about how great Buffett is? Buy when there's blood on the streets. If you've heard that less than 100 times in your life, you haven't been trading for very long. Ricky trying to troll, but I'm gonna. Oh, is he live?
Minutes long too, so which is good. So
Is this live?
yeah, Liam, there's no comparison to my experiences in the U.S. and all the girls.
What's he talking?
Comparison. I would never want an American girl again.
Oh, come on, bro. Anti-MAGA.
But maybe I'm just lucky. I found one because there are some bad ones. You know that. You know, right? There are some bad Filipinos.
There's also a bad one here. And then
He has 12 likes, bro. And more subscribers than me. Look at him smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I wouldn't, AJ.
I didn't know he was crazy unhealthy like that.
But I'm older and I've been through a lot more.
What altcoin should I put my life savings into?
Nostradamus. Nostradamus, actually. How you doing, bro? You're the one that knows about altcoins, not me. Mister. Ah. Yeah, I believe in old values. They just don't make women like they used to. They don't make men like they used to either. So, yeah. But
how many people has he got watching?
Yeah, man. Thank you for. Thank you for popping by. It's much appreciated. You get to see my ugly face.
Yeah, he's got 6 people watching. Am I beating MJ? That's what's important.
Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a play on.
No, I only got 3 people watching, bro. He's winning.
A lot of times I'll watch his live, and he's the one that he's always got the colored light, and he's talking about Bitcoin or these.
Because you have this also with what's that? There's a line.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
A what?
Yeah, he got me.
One who's on YouTube also about what's this? Investing.
Well, he's talking about investing in crypto and stuff.
Is he in jail?
Yeah, thanks for popping by, dude.
hit the like. I think
Yeah, much appreciated.
there's still some.
He's the next meet Kevin.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, oh, thank you, Ricky.
Oh, Ricky. Hell yeah. Ricky trolling. What a dick. Ricky gets out of bed. Where's his, which one is he not walking? Not walking. Oh, he's driving. Any chance?
So, we have somewhat of a trade agreement today, and that is, I think, going to get the crypto market to keep the tariffs and actually decouple and skill.
So this is like tries to give you a sense of urgency. Oh, this is so important that I had to go make a video while I was driving.
If that happens, then it's basically lights out for Tesla and many of our other auto manufacturers, because once you have $20,000 EV,
So he's not. If this is what you're talking about, this is a.
base is really hard to gauge because base
Looks like he lives in a nice area.
So I'm not really sure what you would actually use to actually gauge base. Almost ran into a cat there. They kind of cross the road sometimes.
Is he going to show us close to where he lives?
If you're looking for the highest ROIs and you're willing to take a risk and lose it all, remains yet to be seen if they can actually hammer out a deal. Now, as for what kind of deal it is, this is generally a very...
I mean, we can't rob him. He already lost all his money.
Very crypto. So, right now, altcoins are still fairly low.
Oh, he's getting ready to go across the train tracks where the houses get.
Quite a bit below when Bitcoin was 100,000 today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.
So he's really not walking. You're just wasting our time, Jason. Yesterday. $15 hours ago. 7 hours ago. 1 day ago. He's driving. 8 more. Oh, here we go.
I want to take into account today's status of the crypto market. Just had dinner, drove halfway across town. Now we're going to take a stroll through this neighborhood as we discuss the crypto market. Now, we haven't quite completely recovered on altcoins, but Bitcoin's 104,000. We did go up like
He has
1%
55,000
today
subscribers, bro. How did that?
Basically,
When did that happen?
From yesterday. The inflation reports did come in. It was pretty good, I have to say. 2.3% down from 2.4. That might give the Fed some room to actually cut interest rates. And the interest rates
huge.
would actually boost the markets a little bit. Although people are generally looking forward to that. So us to a new all-time high. Some people are hoping
Thanks, Joe
in the
Rogan.
next 90 days.
I remember him having like
I
5,000
think the vibes are best for
subscribers.
the end of the
I
year.
think.
Plus, like crypto generally does better in the winter than in the summer.
Did he buy an Indian click farm, or how did he like blow up like that? His views don't act like he's got 55,000. He's only getting like 500 views, 600 views, 800 views, 900 views, 1K. $55K, that doesn't add up. Not jealous, not hating. His lives have about 100 plus. Yeah, 100 plus doesn't equate to 55,000, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know, maybe, bro. Yeah, I know I've watched his videos. I'm the one that brought him on your radar, if I remember correctly. I know I'm pulling a Ricky, but when Bitcoin and crypto was doing really well, he would have a couple hundred people watching. He's been posting like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think he makes most of his money off YouTube. Oh, Coinbase is down. Yuck. Is crypto falling? Yeah, Bitcoin's struggling at the fib we talked about. A little bit of downward action in crypto. This isn't anything to concern yourself with at the moment. It's just a boring. What's volume like? About that on par. Ramble time. I mean, we've been rambling for a minute, but JP Morgan settles its first transaction on the blockchain using Chainlink and Ondo. JP Morgan, who's been historically anti-blockchain, one of the 4 biggest can't-fail banks in the world, is now trying to do things on the blockchain, and they're using Chainlink and Ondo. I mentioned we were watching someone earlier that was talking about if they were to buy a crypto, they would seriously consider loading up on more Ondo. Can't remember who that was, but that guy looks like he knows what he's talking about. I think he also mentioned Chainlink was a blue chip. This is from Elon, by the way. This is insane. I think it was Coit. Nah, it's probably like Crypto Anger or MJ. Was it when we were watching MJ? This is 1x speed, guys. For you that don't know what 1x speed means, this means it's not sped up. It's just normal. This is normal speed. This is real time. That has evolved a lot in the last year. If this could take my trash out and pick up my mail, I would pay $30,000 for one of these right now. Can it do roundhouse kicks? My back door neighbor's been making a lot of noise lately with like power tools and shit. So I would low key send this over. I would put it in a ninja suit and send this over to my neighbor, knock on the door, and have him roundhouse kick him in the head. That's the last bit of exercise. I've been exercising a lot lately, dude. Doing them fighting in the octagon, that'll probably happen. No, I just don't want to do the trash. I will still exercise. I've been exercising more than ever lately. In fact, I'll do some right now. Working on my Kegels. The last bit of exercise would be it giving me a hand chipper. How do you know MJ's live? Do you have like the bell notification turned on for him? He popped up. How does he pop up? I'm not trusting it. It's me, Kevin, MJ, then me. At least I'm in the top 3. 128 over 88. Man, I just gotta get that diastolic down. Uh-oh. I'm being foisted by my pullover. I forget what this thing's called. Are you excited for Puma season? Yeah. Learn how to make a paper airplane that comes back to you. I used to make this one as a kid. I bet this is the one I used to make. So far, this is exactly it. If he does a little slit right there, yep, 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 yep. This is it, bro. I used to make this in the 70s or 80s, 70s, late 70s. Oh, it's slightly different. He did a little foil thing back there. You could cut a little slit right there and lift it up. But that one's pretty cool. Actually, that one has a wider nose too. Like mine, I don't think was that big. I don't remember how to. That was close. Very close. High level. So these roam Palo Alto unsupervised, charging themselves as needed. Yeah, it's not too hard. I don't want to take out the trash and too much effort to make a paper airplane. Who's the lazy fuck? Oh, they're playing on Thanksgiving too. Hell yeah, bro. Make one right now. I don't even have the paper to make one. Hell yeah. Let's see. What channel is it? It's on the NFL Network. I don't get that, bro. Subscription required. Ugh. So I'm going to have to get the NFL Network. Like, I might as well not even get the NFL package. Kansas City, most of Kansas City games are either on Monday night or on Netflix, one game. They're going to be Netflix on Christmas. A couple NFL Network games. Yeah, I probably will, but I hate streaming. It's a pain in the dick. I don't know. But didn't you know the NFL streams out of China? It's not that bad if you really enjoy watching football. Uh, He did that wrong. He should have put the needle in first to release the air and then put the syringe on. Lower bubbles.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is the bubble. I said, bitch. I said, shut the fuck up, bitch. I called you a bitch. I called you a bitch. I called you a bitch. When a grown man speaks, you shut the fuck up, bitch. You fucking homo. Shut the you fucking faggot Nazi.
Why is this person not doing anything? Why is that police officer not doing anything?
No, I'm building it here on Earth.
All right, this is too long.
This police officer gives 0 Fs, bro.
No, I'm building it here on Earth.
All right, this
Is he in the wrong or in the right? Just a security guard? Either way, he needs to do something. Oh, security guards aren't supposed to engage something like that? Observe and report like the movie? Got the garden planted? Hell yeah. What did you plant? Probably had a LEP? Probably had an IEP? What's an IEP? Making 14-hour to be a superhero? When I was a security guard, I used to tango. I did event staff for a while too. Would do football games. I did the MC Hammer concert. Can you imagine me as an event staff in an MC Hammer concert? Like I'm going to do anything if the crowd gets crazy. Gets stabbed, shot. This should really get the Chiefs haters going.
Every year, that's the owner.
Apparently, he lost 25 pounds. Special ed? I didn't know that. Too legit to quit, Jason. Last year, I predicted a breakout from blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's promote what you got right. Another amazing day. Yeah, how you feeling now, Shardy? Bitcoin 103, 184, right at my fib. Real alpha. The real deal Holyfield. S&P now negative on the day. The NASDAQ, let's see. Shardy B had to open her mouth. Nvidia is now pulling back. When do they have earnings? May 25th? 9 days?
The acoustics are fucking terrible. Sorry, I'm getting old. I can't hear anything anymore. I'm wearing my Canada Goose.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to vomit. I'm sorry.
Lots of cool stuff.
Jiminy Christmas.
What's different is that the United States of America, for better or worse, has decided to not only...
What is this gay-ass show, light show happening?
...get involved in the cryptocurrency industry, but it's talking about things like strategic reserves, strategy. What would you like to do if you have something like Bitcoin? You'd like to program it. Just
that person wearing a helmet?
Just like when the web came out, and you have websites. Everything in life has a public side. And it's unnecessary, and it's half a...
ETH Toronto, ETH women? That must have been like a bandana thingy.
that's been done and
Go here and pick up on some ETH chicks, bro.
the programming language
You think he pulled some tail at this?
side and the distribution. And do we want them to trade in silos, Westphalian, little buckets?
Yeah, he's a picture of health, bro.
Waiting to come in.
Gold plunges are working for his ass.
You've tasted just a little bit of it. Those are stable coins.
Dude, you need to get on the skinny shop, bro. Like, come on.
$243 billion.
It's not that hard. It is designed for you. You are on a crash course to type 2 diabetes. Stop smoking cigars. You're not as cool as you think you are. Get on the Ratutertride and stop eating the cheeseburgers.
$120 million transactions per month.
You think he eats healthy?
What are they?
You think putting weird laser helmets on your head's going to make you live longer when you're throwing Big Macs down your throat?
They're tokenized treasuries. Very simple, but that's what they are. So what about the tokenized stocks, tokenized bonds?
Come on, bro. You are not even trying to lose weight. You're not.
Tokenized real estate.
Putting ants on your hand is not the solution to fix your midlife crisis.
What about intellectual property? What about
You made a bunch of money shilling Cardano. You made $1 billion shilling your scam coin. Now you're rich and bored.
microfinance transaction? What about structured financial transactions? Yes, all of the above.
Running your mouth off, pissing the president off, getting shunned from the White House. Good job.
And do we want them to trade?
What size waist is that? A 56?
In silos, Westphalian, little buckets, fragmented?
Oh, fired up. No, there's a lot of people there. Yeah, that's the whole Cardano ecosystem. No F's given. Robinhood price target raised to 71. They got an upgrade today. Damn. What am I looking at? I don't know who either of these people are. Am I supposed to know who these people are, or is it just... Anyone? Remember when crypto was exciting? Yeah, it was about 5 years ago. This guy says mega expansion going into the end of the year. I think that's highly likely. I hope so. I want it to play out so I can get out, bro. Scott Baio. That's not Scott Baio. I don't think that's Kylie Jenner either, but I don't know what she looks like. That is not, is that Scott Baio's son or something? Also named Scott Baio? Yeah, that's not Kylie Jenner. It's definitely not Scott Baio. What's he worth? He's only worth 4 million. That doesn't seem right. Yes, it is. So you're saying that's Kylie Jenner? I don't know if you're trolling me or not, but let's see. Ask Rock. I mean, that could be, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that is. It is Kylie Jenner. And this Timothy Chalamet. I've been hearing his name a lot lately. I don't know who he is, but I've heard his name like 10 times in the last 2 days. It I kind of saw a Kylie resemblance, but I mean, good job. You guys didn't get Scott Bale right. Well, I mean, she likes whoever keeps her famous. I don't know who's Timothy Chalamet, seriously. Why is he in the news so much? I've heard his name at least 12 times in the last 2 days. I don't know any of these movies. A complete unknown. Is this why? Oh, because he's playing Bob Dylan in a movie. Or he played Bob Dylan. So Ricky loves this guy. Jason, tell me to look up his IMDb, as I've literally been on his IMDb for 10 minutes now. That movie flop. I never really watched the Dunes. I started watching the first one for about 15 minutes. It seemed okay, but he wasn't even in the first one? Or was he? Oh, he was. That Dune's good? It seems okay. He also played Trent. Oh, he was in a Trent Reznor video. Yeah, Dune has an 8.5. Let's see. I just have a hard time watching big ass movies. The first one was an 8. I'm ignoring all conclave comments. That joke is not even close to being funny. You keep trying to play that gag. You keep trying to do the conclave bit. It ain't working. That bit's weak. 756. Atomic across OUSG. Cool. Ondo, baby. A little bit of Ondo in my life. All right, the S&P is going back up. Let's go, baby. NASDAQ 85. This was just a little manipulation dip. Shake some weak ass bitches out. Bonds are completely flat. Look up Kylie Jenner before and after. Do I have to? Kylie Jenner before and after what? Is that real? Holy shit. That looks like some made up 70s shit, bro. That's ugh. Racist. Ooh, shit, bro. I mean, she still works like that. I almost don't like the fucking mannequin shit, bro. Why you gotta keep bringing up Black D's? Like, is that wrong that she likes the Black D? Like, why do we keep pointing that out? Is she white? Well, she's the daughter of what's his face, Bruce, right? AI mode. What's that? Is this Bruce Jenner's daughter? I don't even know. Kris Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner. Who are these people? Oh, that's his new name now? Or is this Caitlyn is used to be Bruce, right? All Kardashians love that BB telescope. What is a BB telescope? Gold medals. Was he in the gold medals? Was the decathlon an Olympic event? They don't even say his first name anymore. They just say Jenner. 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 Was he gay? Did he want people's buffet? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, he wasn't gay. He married a chick. He married Kris Jenner. She's fine. Damn, she looked good even at 69. Robert Kardashian. He was a lawyer during OJ, or what was his claim to fame? Yeah, OJ. He just liked dressing up. He was probably bisexual. That's not gay. What does BB telescope mean? Black, BB. Or an SPX up 2. BBC. Why is that BBC? BB. What is that? How is this a C? What is that? That's a telescope. That would be BBT. I didn't know what to put for this. Oh, C? See through a telescope? BB. I mean, you could have done like car. That was a fail. That's what I would have. That's what I would expect out of you. You probably cost everyone the game. You probably what's charades? You're probably the worst charade player of all time. Like you're the last to get picked when people are picking sides for charades. Car the C. Why I don't understand why that. Okay, because BB is like B, but I'm just doing the first letter. BB. How is telescope? C. Okay, here you go. No. You could maybe do that one. That's better than your or BB. I mean, that one would have been tough, but it's an ocean. Oceans aren't seas. That's the problem. You could have done glasses. That would have made way more sense than your stupid ass telescope. I just want to fight. You know what that is? Me taking away one of your black cards. Oh my goodness. Do you have any left? No, because you're not black. Just in. Ugh. What's Bitcoin? Uh-oh. Little blood continuing. We're below the fib. Not bueno. I wouldn't panic. It's right at this level it's been at for about a week now. All right, boys and girls. I've been putting this off. Time to go to work. Time to get to the grind. It's Wednesday. Come out of the cannon like an effing missile. It's Wednesday, my dudes. How long has it been since you've heard that? All right, everyone. Soy boy check. 6 likes. Not bad considering we started off slow out of the gates. Have a great day.